Yo, this Sesko, who this?
What's up, Red Phone fam? It's your girl Aries, and I'm here with a Christmas treat. I got a Christmas edition movie list for y'all. Okay, is that doing too much, y'all? Sorry, I'm just hype. I'm in the Christmas spirit. So look, I'm gonna give y'all a list of movies that I keep on a rotation during the holidays. And yeah, these are like my fave type of holiday movies are lighthearted, funny. They gotta have some quotables. They gotta leave me with something to take away from it. Okay. So I love me a good quote. I love me a good sing along. So if they got some good songs that I could sing that I'm gonna be singing with the movie, because really I love to have these just playing in the background while I'm wrapping my gifts, which is a dreaded task, while I'm cooking my food, which is also a dreaded task, but we gonna get through it, y'all. Y'all don't even get it twisted. The food ain't gonna be nasty. It's just that like I am not somebody that just like enjoys cooking. Like I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but whatever. Anyway, y'all, go ahead on and like up the video. I'm pulling up my movie list and we are going to get started on them now. Okay, so first one on the list, Friday After Next. Friday After Next, y'all. Definitely not in no particular order, but one of my faves. We got the comedy element. We got a little bit of singing when it first come on. We get that good old Temptations Silent Night. And it's definitely full of quotes. Okay, so definitely an all-star cast. Ice Cube is Craig, Mike Epps. Oh my God, y'all. I'm looking at the cast on Google and it says, okay, Ice Cube as Craig Jones. Mike Epps is Old Man with Shotgun. Okay, yeah, he is him, but Mike Epps is definitely Day Day. And we got, Willie Jones, rest in peace, baby. Uncle Elroy, Cat Williams, Terry Crews. This movie is about Craig and Day Day. They done moved back to the hood, and let me just read the description. Because I could tell y'all, but I want to just see what they say. So, finds Craig and Day Day. Oh God. What the hell is this? Let me just tell y'all. So Friday After Next is about Craig and Day Day. They cousins. They moved back to the hood in an apartment where they end up getting broken in on Christmas. And guess what then got stole? The rent money. So the Miss Pearly don't want to hear that. That's their nemesis in this whole ordeal, and she's coming in there banging on the door, wanting to know why the police running in and out the building. Okay, she want to know what's going on with Craig, and I hope they didn't get the rent money because Damon just got out. Her son Damon, played by Terry Crews, is an ex-inmate recently paroled to her apartment building that she managing, not even the owner. Okay, why she trying to go so hard? But she letting it be known that if y'all don't get that rent money, you ain't got to worry about me because Damon gonna come see you. And they just like, wow, okay, man, that's something to be okay. Then that's crazy how you just weaponizing this man sexuality. That's crazy. But yeah, this is so funny, y'all. It's definitely one of the funnier, make no sense about it type of Fridays because, first of all, I guess it's one of the lower rated, is what I could say, because I just took a look and yeah, it has a 5.8 on IMDb. I mean, I really don't be, everybody don't know comedy when it come down to it. So I don't really be putting too much focus on IMDb on certain scenarios. Like this is going to be one of them because I know that this is one of the lower rated and ranked Fridays, but it's still a funny as hell movie and I keep it on my Christmas list for that reason. Like, come on, with all the quotables, like you big in here. Boy, if I see somebody, if I'm pulling up to the elevator and it just looking like I might need to back out and let that one go head on, it's because y'all big in here and I'm not about to take no chances. Not for the 19 and the 99 in the 2000s. But yeah, tell me some of y'all favorite Friday After Next quotes because I know that y'all got some. I definitely got more. Give me the number or hit the road. Okay, and I could use that for anything. Where was your antennas? All that, all the above. Okay, so anyway, next up on the list is trading places. Yes, Trading Places, y'all. Starring Eddie Murphy as Billy Ray Valentine, Dan Aykroyd as Louie, and Activia. Jamie Lee Curtis as Ophelia. This movie is a classic. Definitely another one that's comedy straight out the gate. We know that it's funny with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. I feel like this is like the SNL crew of the era. Yeah, this came out in 83, so it is a little bit before my time. But once I got a hold to a movie like this, it was an instant classic in my book. I knew what I had found, okay? And I treasured it. So I always play it around the holidays to keep me in the Christmas spirit. It's about the Duke brothers. They are some Wall Street like moguls and things, and I don't even know why they targeted Louis. Why did they enlighten me, somebody? Like, why were the Duke brothers on Louis' back like that? Mortimer and Randolph. So the funny thing about Trading Places is that I discovered it after discovering and watching Coming to America. So it gave me it just made me more intrigued when I realized like who the Duke brothers were in Coming to America when Prince Hakeem had gave them that money and boom, they was back on with that bag. They had that bag and they was on. Okay, and now I'm realizing that, oh, it's because they lost it all when Billy Ray and Louie joined forces to get back at them. So yeah, the Duke brothers end up placing a bet on Louis, I say, and I guess they stumbled up on Billy Ray. They just wanted to see if it was a matter of nature or nurture. Okay, when it came to the success that Louis had, and if Valentine was capable of having that same type of success, and if he would adapt to it, if he was, I guess, nurtured. Was that case of nature and nurture? I don't know. But anyway, the bet was only $1, y'all. So they bet these people lives. They improved Billy Ray's, but they absolutely ruined Louis. And even though he was a little snobby, okay, I did not think that they needed to run this man into the ground like they did. I felt sorry for Louis at some point. When he was eating that piece of meat through the beard and it was all covered in like hair and just disgusting, I felt bad for this man. I knew that he had hit rock bottom and ain't nobody tell him why. Like he didn't know why this was happening to him. And I felt bad. But anyway, it was a great revenge. You know, I love me a good revenge plot or a good revenge that comes to fruition in a movie at the end. And this had that too. Definitely full of quotables. Eddie Murphy is so funny. When he was in that jail cell, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of that funny line when he was like, "Very white looking mother." Yes, okay. So this movie is definitely hilarious and full of quotables. I think Coming to America is low key a Christmas movie too, because I mean, I feel like if you got a Christmas scene, if Christmas is gonna take place in the movie, then it's a Christmas movie. Okay. Next up on the list is, I think, an unlikely Christmas movie. Kind of like the Die Hards and the Gremlins. Beat Street, y'all. The Beat Street is like a heartbeat. I'm talking about Beat Street. It's like a heartbeat. It's like a beat street. Us girls can boogie too. We gon' dance. We gon' shake it. Us. Okay, y'all, this is definitely one of my Christmas favorites because it's full of the music. It's giving me the entertainment. Okay, yeah, this came out in 1984. I found out about it like definitely way after that. But when I like what I said, I found it and I knew what I had. Why are they saying Kadeem Hardison was in this, y'all? Where was Kadeem Hardison at in Big Street? They say he was a high school student. Okay, he probably was just like an extra. But yeah, shout out to him. But the real standouts were obviously Ray Dawn Chong. Okay, she was Tracy, the jacker that came and stole that footage of Lil Lee breakdancing it and, wanted to go and take it to her art school. She was one of the biters, as he said. I mean, what was so funny about this movie to me, I don't think it was intended to be funny, but first of all, for somebody, like from the West Coast, just seeing this like element, man, I just adored New York in this era, in this hip hop era. Like I absolutely adored everything about New York and just, was fascinated by it. So this had me drawn in based on that element alone. Just the culture, the hip hop, and yeah, like it's full of songs, y'all. It's like a jingle, jangle, jingle jangle for the Pope. And once you get your welfare check, oh, kiss my mistletoe. Ho ho ho. Like the way that they was rapping, it just sounds like it's funny to me, but I know that they was really spitting that shit when it was back in the day. Like this was hard. It's so funny though to me. Like it's hilarious. Some of the stuff that they were saying. Some of the stuff they were saying was hitting. Definitely they had like some stuff that was hitting, but for the most part, like boy, y'all's comedy. But I appreciate this classic in that you know what, this is actually one of the sadder Christmas movies that are on my list, because I said I like to keep it lighthearted. But I guess like the musical element of it all kind of overshadows Ramon's passing away at the end. It was so like, I guess like very just over the top. Like he died on the railroad tracks. Like why would you be running down there? Forget Spit. Forget him. You got a son at home. You got a child, Raymond. You a brilliant artist, but you do need a job. But yeah, man, you didn't need to be chasing this fool down no damn. I knew that just wasn't going. No, that was not gonna end well. And I was so glad that Double K didn't follow his dumb butt all the way down there. Like, yeah, that's your friend, but you gonna need to let him go, okay? Because your mama gonna be waiting on you. Eat your eggs before she break your legs, Kenny. Oh my God, y'all, that movie was so funny just for all the quotables. Yes, that's another one full of quotables. That's what I love about a movie, y'all. Give me some things to quote. Okay, so yeah, that was that for Beat Street. Let's move right on to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, y'all. That's also on my list. I'm trying to find it. Okay, this came out in 1989, y'all. Chevy Chase, Clark Griswold, Clark W. Griswold. Now, what I know about Griswold, out of watching all of the National Lampoon's, Vegas Vacation is one of my favorite ones. That's like when I really got into National Lampoon's, like this, and that was like at the tail end of things. But Vegas Vacation put me on, baby, and I backtracked from there. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is actually one that my mom used to always like for us to watch when we was little, because I'm sure that it was like a classic for her era, like something that she, or maybe I don't know, because I mean, maybe it was just like out at the time, yeah, and we was just little at the time that it came out. But yeah, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Clark is he. This man worked so hard. Okay, he worked so hard at his job and to just try to make his family happy. He's a little scandalous at times, and you just want to root for Clark though overall, because you know that his lights is gonna be so beautiful when they get set up. But his family getting tired of him. They tired of walking in and out the house, putting on jackets and coats and scarves and shoes and boots to see him failed time and time and time until he finally get it right. And it is like a great moment. It's a, you feel good for Clark in that moment. But Clark was saying some crazy stuff in this movie, y'all. When he came home with that big tree that I don't know how he got in the ground because they didn't carry no saw with them. Okay, the neighbors from next door, Julia Louis Dreyfus and her boyfriend, the boyfriend was like, "Where are you going to put that tree?" And Clark was like, "Bend over and I'll show you." And he was like, "You can't talk to me like that." And Clark was like, "I'm not talking to you. Like you was talking to this man, girlfriend, or whoever she is, his spouse, the woman that he's with. You talking to her crazy like this right in front of this man." But yeah, that was like some of the funny stuff that as an adult, when I'm watching this, I'm just like, wow, this mess was low key off the chain. Also, we can't forget about Cousin Eddie. Cousin Eddie got on my nerves so bad in this movie, y'all, because he just is an unwanted house guest. Period. Anytime he show up, he's gonna get on Clark's nerves, but Clark is just so nice about it. He gonna insult the man to his face, but it just go over Eddie's head because he's just dingy. And he not expecting Clark to be giving him no digs or nothing like that because he absolutely loves Clark, and he'll go to the ends of the earth for Clark. Every time in every movie, he end up having to save Clark day. This time, it was unwanted and unsolicited help that Cousin Eddie offered when he went to go and kidnap Clark boss. Okay, because what ends up happening, y'all, the whole movie is Clark is waiting on a Christmas bonus from his job, and it don't look like it's coming. When it finally arrives, it's a freaking subscription to a Jelly of the Month club. Now, what he gonna do with that? He's very disappointed because he been planning on telling the family that he was gonna install a pool for Christmas with his Christmas bonus and fly everybody that was out there back out there to christen the pool. That's what he said. Okay. So when this Jelly of the Month club subscription thing came in the mail, he went off. He said four flushing. And that's something that I got a question for everybody because when he was going on his little Dre swinging in the air moment over his boss being such a floor flushing, I don't know what kind of insult that is, but it's said in Home Alone also. And so I'm curious. I'm going to have to Google it. Matter of fact, since we right here at the Google, what is four flushing? Four flushing? What does four flushing mean? What the hell? This didn't bring up what I was looking for. Four flushing refers to empty boasting or unsuccessful bluffing. Four flushing. Oh my God. Okay, so you a empty boaster. Unsuccessful bluffing. Okay. So you be bluffing and it gets called every time. You four flushing whatever the next four flushing carcass off carcass butt. Okay, oh my God. They used to be saying stuff so weird and out of the way back in the day. Four flushing carcass. Okay, I'm about to Google that. Four flushing carcass. It's really a Google search. Four flushing carcass. Why the heck would so the reason why I'm tripping off of this is because yeah, it's really like it's a Home Alone quote. Get your lousy, lying, low down, four flushing carcass out my door. But Clark W. Griswold also says this in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, y'all. So I'm guessing that this is just something that white men be saying or something. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you have actually heard somebody from another generation say this, and they're getting the gathering of someone. Nonetheless, Eddie go and get Clark's boss, and Clark boss is like, he just basically said he scrapped the bonus and didn't nobody get no bonus. So what did you even talking about, Clark? Oh, you got a jelly subscription? I don't even know how you got that because I scrapped it. And I was scandalous for doing that. And so he ends up instilling the bonus again. So good job for Clark to getting his money back And shout out to a cousin Eddie. Like I said, cousin Eddie be coming through for Clark. Clark be on that bull, not recognizing though. Okay, so another movie on the list, y'all, which is one of my favorites because I love me some Sinbad. And this is Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way starring Sinbad as Myron, the mailman, and Arnold Schwarzenegger as a Turbo Man. He didn't even know who the hell Turbo Man really was. But yeah, his name was Howard, okay? And this was a cool buddy flick. Something about, I think Sinbad had it on lock in the early 90s, y'all. Because we had Sinbad in this, House Guest. I'm just thinking about the ones I like. What was the one with First Kid? Ooh, I could watch me some First Kid back to back. Yeah, Sinbad was in that, and this movie is about. I'm gonna just read the synopsis on this because I'm gonna tell y'all what I like about it, and I'm gonna read the overall description. So, workaholic Howard Langston wants to make things up to his son, Jamie, and wife, Rita Wilson, RIP to Rita Wilson. He promises to get Jamie the hottest toy of the season, which is a Turbo Man. So basically, Arnold Schwarzenegger character wait until the last minute to go and get the Turbo Man doll, and he don't even know that Jamie wants what he wants because he's so busy with work. Thank you. You're the best. You're my favorite customer. Thank you. You're my favorite customer. Like this, all he doing is picking up the phone and hanging it up, saying the same thing to everybody. He ended up even saying this to his wife, and it was just like, okay, this just goes to show that you're a workaholic, and he don't end up making it to his son's karate class. He feeling like, dang, I need to make it up to Jamie. And what do you want for Christmas? And Jamie tell him I want a Turbo Man. What do I do? Accessories not included. Yo, I don't know exactly how it go, but this is one of my favorite movies to be playing in the background because it is so cute. It is so cute, and Sinbad bring that comedy element that is it brings that black humor to the movie because of course we got the little dingy funny moments, but Sinbad brings that twang, and I love it for that. So it definitely also has a happy ending at the end of it all. Arnold Schwarzenegger gets to dress up in a crazy way. He end up showing up to the Macy's Day Parade, and ends up stumbling into a situation where he's gonna be Turbo Man at the parade. Okay, and his son Jamie he's all about it, and so he's redeemed by his son. Not too much to say about this. It's watchable. Ain't too many requotables, is it? No, it ain't. It's just funny and cute, and it's something that I play on repeat during the holidays. Y'all should check it out. Let me know if you like you some Jingle All the Way. Now, as we transition into the more like kid like movies, baby, the GOAT of all to me is gonna be Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Now, I definitely love Home Alone 1, but it was something about that 2 that just hit hard. Um, and what it really gives is the singing, the songs. So we got Christmas carols. Sing to time, what a sight to see. Darling, starlight, star bright, fly me home for Christmas Day. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells sing, jingle bells sing. Snowing and glowing, I get to the top. Now the jingle hop has begun. Giddy up, jingles, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. And a jingle and a jingle and a jingle. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock. That's when Kevin jumped into the pool and his swim trunks flew up in the water. Look, y'all, these songs, when I hear them, I can't stop. So I'm sorry, When I ain't even gotta hear him, but when I come to that scene in the movie, it's just like I'm gonna break into song. And that's what I love to do. I love to sing the Christmas songs. And this movie was just full of them. Not only is it a classic from my childhood, but it's just definitely something that never get old. Why doesn't Home Alone ever get old? I put Home Alone 1 and 2 in a back-to-back rotation. But Home Alone 2 is just really like Kevin was a little bit older, you know. Okay, so let me just break it down. In case you've been, I don't know, you could even be under a rock and still have heard and watched Home Alone 2. In my opinion, that's just like how much I love and adore it. But the movie is about Kevin McAllister. Last year for Christmas, his family accidentally left him on home alone during Christmas, and he ended up having to keep his home. He had to hold down the fort and prevent some robbers from robbing the house, the wet bandits. Okay, so once his mom returned home, you know, they were going to Paris. He ended up getting into it with Buzz. End up getting left at the house. This time he does end up getting on the plane, baby, but he didn't got on the wrong plane. Always doing something. Kevin is always doing too much to just enough like make you feel like, dang, Kevin, you almost had it. You just had to stop and put the batteries on that thing. Boy, you should have waited until you got in your seat. Now you didn't follow this man that looked like your daddy, but it wasn't. And when they bump into Kevin is running, y'all. Kevin is running in the airport. And this scene always just really like made me so mad. Because even for back then, it just seemed like the security requirements would have been a little bit more than, oh, where's your ticket? It's hurry up, we gotta board the plane. Where's his ticket? It's somewhere in here. Board him, but make sure he locates his family first. Did she do that? Oh, there goes my dad. All right, go ahead and sit down. Find you a seat back there. Merry Christmas. Girl, you needed to go and confirm with that man. Even back then, I just knew as a kid, like, man, something ain't right. It's very entertaining, but that was one of the things that was one of the like, ain't no ways, you know? This movie is full of ain't no ways, but it don't even matter because it's just, like I said, it's giving what needs to be gave for the holidays. Kevin has his redemption. He always fall out with his family. They always end up missing him. It really be him and the mama. The rest of the family just kind of come along with the mama at the end of it all. So we got these robbers. We got the wet bandits from the first installment, okay? And they come up to New York. It just so happens that they getting out of jail. They getting out of the clink. Same time Kevin then found out that he boarded a plane not to Florida, not to Miami, but to New York City. So when he get off this flight, he looking around like, oh my God, I get it again. Excuse me, sir. Do you need help, sir? He was like, I'll be fine. Kevin, you had all that money. Like, how the hell did you? This man with no Google navigated to Uncle Mark. I mean, not Uncle Mark. Yeah, was it his brother Mark? Uncle Marv and Georgette. Anybody home? Yeah, I think it was Uncle Mark. Because Marv is one of the wet bandits. Well, one of the sticky bandits, actually. Anyway, y'all, you know the sticky bandits end up getting the business when Kevin get a hold of them. They getting hit in the head with bricks. They finally get into his booby trap, which what they wasn't expecting because he's not. Their theory was he's not at home. He just ran off into the park scared. Grown men go into the park and don't come out alive. And they was talking so crazy to this little boy. He has his moment where he kicked their butts. You know, every time he gotta also comparing Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2, he has to encounter somebody that he has to befriend somebody that he's afraid of. So it's the pigeon lady in the park. Home Alone 1, it was the neighbor with the shovel that be salting the sidewalks. Every winter, the salt keeps the bodies from turning into mummies. Look out. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all really ain't got too much to say. I feel like I'm all over the place when I'm talking about Home Alone 2. And that's because it's just one of the movies that we know what it is. We know what we love about it. We know what keeps us watching it every year after year. And I feel like it's IMDb gave this thing a 6.9. Like, what is the criteria? That's why I say I don't really be tripping off of what IMDb be having to say, because I feel like the inaccuracy is real. This is blasphemous to me right now to be sitting up here talking about a 6.9. Baby, this is 10 out of 10 all day. 10 out of 10 all day. Macaulay Culkin was my childhood like hero based on Home Alone. Look, we had Home Alone dolls. If you had a talk boy, put it down in the comments if you had one of them little recorders that Kevin had. Okay, we would be recording and slowing it down, speeding it up. It wasn't nothing but a tape recorder. That's literally all that it was. But the fact that it was that actual toy that Kevin McAllister had in the movie made it all that much, just you just felt like that was just the fandom of it all, of Home Alone, the series. I hope y'all like my list of movies. I hope that I didn't forget any. So let me see. We did Friday, right? Okay. Are y'all gonna watch Friday after next? We did Trading Places, Griswold Family Vacation, Jingle All the Way, Beat Street. Yep, I had 6, and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Let me know out of them 6, y'all, which one are y'all faves? Are these movies that y'all watch on a regular basis outside the holidays? Because really, yeah, I could watch Home Alone 2 about I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I watch Home Alone 2 like at least one day a week, once a week. And I'm saying that I watch it, but I cut it on. I cut it on. I was mad that Disney Plus had recently took it out of rotation. It's back there now, and I think that I'm watching it currently off of Stars, but yeah, I watch me some Home Alone. I love me some Home Alone. I'm gonna be tapping into Pretty Girl Loves Trap Contents, Home Alone movie, and her rant, because I know the rant is gonna be hitting, because this movie just has so many of them like ain't no way moments that I was talking about. But yeah, let me know what you liked about the movies on my list, and I hope that you having a Merry Christmas. Let me know what you're looking forward to for the new year, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Like, I mean, the new year, that really is irrelevant. Sometimes I just get really long-winded and talky, but I'm really just hard to get off the phone like that. But I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Bye-bye. Yo, this Sesko, who this?